Welcome to season 15, right?
53 weeks ago, Horace and I set out on a grand adventure to see the world, No, I'm kidding. We made a podcast. We reinvented podcasting, and it started with these little ideas, like these characters and skits. We're having fun with these transitions, but this blossomed into the world that we like to call Camp Podcast. Welcome back to Faded.
Yeah, we're here. I'm
Season
Horace.
15. I'm Johan.
Yeah, we're back.
Yes.
This is a couple of weeks later, actually.
Dude, don't get us started.
We
man.
have a bad production schedule, but
It's all over the place.
Just gonna hit you with a couple of our feelings about this episode, I guess. I
Right.
thought it turned out great.
Yes.
You know? I do think this was a great episode. Once again, like this is still like early into our
Grand
podcasting.
Grand adventure.
So like we might look back at this and I can look back at this now a couple weeks later and be like I didn't see any flaws before, but I do see them now.
Yeah.
Like just acting wise, like just not but like in the moment I love this episode. So
Bro.
and it's got so many good jokes and stuff. I don't know.
You can hear the fun in this one, which is like why it holds. It's like this is fun to listen to.
100%.
I even have fun listening back to it.
Yeah. So you're gonna hear all of the transitions. We got 2 new characters, and yeah, honestly, it's just a great episode. So hope you guys like it, and we'll see you in episode 1. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm Texas.
Dude, were you even listening to a single word I was saying?
Oh, I heard everything you said, but I was trying to drown it out with the thoughts of myself puking all over you if you stand too close to me. So why don't you back up? Because
No, don't think you're gonna get away. Back up. Don't think you're gonna get away with this. I don't care if you throw up on me. You're not stealing anything from that museum.
Okay, and why's that?
Because I know your plan.
You know what's my plan? What's this genius plan?
You ready? Listen up. You're gonna go in with the group, but 28 minutes in, 2 minutes before the guard switches, you're gonna go to ask to go to the bathroom. All right? And you're gonna switch into the extra layers of clothing that you brought. All right?
Dude.
Then you're gonna break out of the group, grab the painting before the next guards come up, and walk out. Huh? How does that sound?
He doesn't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about, dude? Shh. Like, where did you hear this?
Did you know you talk in your sleep?
Goddamn plot conveniences. Now, listen.
No.
We could just...
No. I am
50-50.
I am not going to let you steal anything from this museum, and I'll make sure of it.
I'm gonna go and steal the plane at 2 o'clock.
You gonna what?
And what you guys just heard is something we have no idea yet, actually. Because
No. We start like that all the time.
we could tell them
We start like that all
this
the time.
part, which is that what did we just do? We just read the script.
We're at episode 1.
Yes. We are on episode 1.
And we just read the script. For those of you who are unfamiliar, this is episode 1 where we've just read the script. Episode 2 is going to be after we performed the script.
Yes.
Episode 3 will be we're listening to it a week later. We should have like funny names for this. That's great explanators.
Yeah.
And then episode 4 is our final thoughts.
Yeah, our final thoughts. So what you guys just heard, the intro, has not been filmed yet, but we are here to react to the script. Let's go. So what do you think from just based on the whole script? Is it funny?
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious?
It's funny. You know what's funny? Like, this is the first time, Horace, you've walked me thoroughly through the script. You know what I mean? Oftentimes you'll just like, let me read it and then we'll go.
Yeah.
But this one you're like, I know the vision is very clear, which is exciting.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
first time, well, I guess this is the most clear I think your vision's ever been for this, which is hilarious because it also was spurred like 4 or 5 other ideas that you can't do now.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad
the vision's clear.
Cool.
Can't do it yet, sorry.
I feel like we kind of have the same thoughts as we did in the last episode for last season. which is like we're super excited, right? Because it's funny, right? And the last one was also
Episode
funny.
1, we're all like, yeah, it's gonna be amazing. This is gonna be the best podcast ever.
I don't want to push our expectations too far with, oh, this is the funniest one, because we've done that before.
It's too late. It's at the moon.
Yeah. I understand, like, yes, we're excited. Yeah, kind of. But at the same time, we actually have to meet those expectations 100%, because I want to listen back to this episode, because I feel like a week from now I'm gonna lose the enthusiasm about how I feel about this script that I wrote, because dude, this shit could be super fucking funny, dude, right? If we do it correctly. Which is the
We're just gonna have fun with it, man.
No, I want to do it well.
Have a blast. No, listen.
Dude, this shit could be so funny.
Yes.
This shit could be so funny. He's got so many. It's got like at least like 30 jokes, dude.
We could squeeze even more if we
really wanted to. But
we
dude,
could.
this could be like the twists. Dude, I think like.
Listen. All right, they've heard the beginning, okay, and I bet it already sounds amazing.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Now my sound design. Honestly, I'm not white belt anymore in sound design anymore.
Yeah.
Boy, I got like my blue belt or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm proud. I'm about to whip those skills out. Y'all hear it?
So
adds the humor.
I want to. So people are probably wondering, why is there such a difference between episode 1 and episode 3? Why are these expectations kind of not being met? And I feel like
if you've ever created art in your life, you know why we feel this way.
Yeah, but I feel like I have a pretty good probably not the answer, but like a good explanation of why. Like me and John have like a lot of context, but in our heads all we have is the image of the idea, not the actual like product, right? But we have like, I guess you could say, well, I can speak for me. Like, I have like the story like mapped out in my head, but I don't have any of the specifics. That's the thing. Like, I have the ideas of what's supposed to be funny, not the actual execution, not the actual execution and the specifics. All right, because that matters, right? So we have funny ideas, like in concept, right? Like. I want to say I don't want to spoil this, but like, can you think of like something that would be funny in concept, but like in words is just
like
falling down the stairs would be funny in concept, but if I fell down and all of a sudden I'm bloody, and then next thing you know,
you get a concussion, you're about to die.
In the news is written that I died. It's not, but in concept,
that shit's hilarious.
But in concept, it is funny. Yes. So that, hopefully that kind of explains it more, and that's like a good way to, because that's how it is for me, at least. Where it's just
I think there's a saying that kind of touches what you're going upon. I think half touches what you're going upon.
Okay.
The saying goes is that when you start creating something, there is going to be a gap between your style and taste and your actual level and skill to execute it. And as you get professional and you get better at it, making music, drawing, poetry, art, painting, whatever, skyscrapers, like, you then start to close that gap, and then you start to become they become one. And so we're still trying to close that gap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's also too, like, then what we have in our head may not necessarily be what the end product is.
Yeah.
Like, we might pivot. You know what I'm saying? We also run into the issue that we have two people like throwing their styles into this. Like, we're a band. A band has to do this when they're making music together. You have to like smash all of your creative ideas together.
Yeah, but we don't have to.
And so like, it's going to slowly come towards my vision too, compared to what your vision is.
Yeah, but there's so many ways for this to, how do you call it? Like, there's so many ways for this to be perfect. I don't think there's like a one answer, especially because this is a creative, like, it's a joke. A joke can be presented in many ways to be funny to many different people in those different. So like, the thing is, we only need to find one. If we're not finding any one of them and we're just falling flat, like, that's obviously, and that's. We would find that. Well, I just hope we would find that one, even with that gap between mine and your style, because it's not the one that I'm thinking of. It's not the one that you're thinking of. But we hit it smack down, and we still hit perfect.
Yes,
we hit a perfect. It's just not the perfect that I imagine, but that doesn't matter. It's still a perfect. I just want to hit a perfect. That's it.
Let's go.
Simply put, let's talk a little bit more because I know we probably. Wait, I can't say that. I was about to do 10 push-ups.
Oh, there you go. They don't even know. If you know,
How's your week been?
My week's been good, bro. My week's been chill. This has been what's the best word? I've actually been pretty good. And you know, I got complimented recently.
Really?
Yeah. So I like hosted a training for work.
Okay.
And people, like there was like 4 trainings, total like 80 people.
Yeah.
But I got like 6 or 7 people like reaching out to me like, yo, John, that was a really good training. I really appreciate that. This and this and that.
Wow.
I was like, oh shit, oh my God, that's so kind. Like at first I was like, it was like some messages. So I was like, oh, okay. Then maybe they're being kind and trying to kiss some ass. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. And then I got an email from someone who's like in a higher position. They're like, oh, it was really good training. I was like, oh shit, okay. That feels genuine. It's coming from above, right?
Yeah.
And then I saw 2 people and I was on my way to lunch. They just happened to be passing by and they're just like, oh, by the way, you had a really good meeting. I really liked it. I was like, oh shit. And then we have my boy, Danny, go out of his way, walk to my desk and say, hey, John, I really like that training. It was really good training. My man got up and went out of his chair. So I was like, damn. I was like, okay, all right.
Teddy bear.
If the first one didn't feel genuine, at least the last one definitely felt genuine.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
from
shit.
the guy.
Yeah. So I appreciate it. Yeah, from a guy, too.
The teddy bear, I'm telling you.
So
it's nice to find those guys.
I'm on the high of that today, but past
Nice.
that, like just been busy, bro, and busy and stressed.
Busy and stressed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. My weeks, my weeks been passing. My weeks have been passing by pretty quickly. I talked about this in the previous podcast. How I've been basically creating a schedule, but now I've run into my first roadblock in having a schedule, which is what I'm dealing with this week, basically, and that is progressive overload. All right.
Ooh.
Why? What is?
That's a weightlifting term.
That is a weightlifting term, but I'm applying it to scheduling because with the scheduling, I have applied basically like I do the same amount of work like every single time, right? But I'm getting better at it, you know. So I'm doing it in less time. So now I have more free time in between those time slots where I'm working, but I'm not taking advantage of that because I'm not focusing on progressive overload. Does that make sense?
Explain progressive overload.
So
to those
progressive
who might be familiar with it.
overload for non-weightlifters is basically like every single time you go in for a workout, you add a little bit more weight or you push yourself a little harder, you do another rep, right? It's consistently pushing yourself. So what my problem is, what scheduling has allowed me to do is do my work, and it's because now that my lifestyle is like habitual, I'm kind of just it just happens habitually. I don't gotta I don't gotta worry about it.
You're on autopilot.
Yeah, I'm on autopilot. But the problem with that is when you are on autopilot, you kind of end up doing the same thing all the time. And I'm kind of getting stuck in that where I'm not really like pushing myself to get into better. Like I feel accomplished
because you got the job all done. You got the job that you normally would at this time get done, but you got it done early.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's the roadblock that I'm running into is that schedules constantly change. That my schedule specifically is going to constantly change because I don't like scheduling it. Like my schedules aren't just study because that doesn't work for me. You know, like I need a specific like study what, how, where, when, why. You know, I need that whole thing because for me, like a lot of the times before scheduling, I used to be like, yo, I'm just going to, I need to study at blah, blah, blah. Right. And I would never do it. Right. Because at that time, what would happen is that I didn't have like a direction. So I would put myself in drive. Right. And the time would come to study. So I would sit there and I wouldn't know what to study. I'm supposed to be studying right now, but I don't know what to study, how to study, where to study, or when to study. So I get frustrated. I'm supposed to be studying right now. So like, I don't know what to do. So all of a sudden my phone comes out, right?
Ooh, but then
all of a sudden I'm on YouTube because I don't want to think about it, right? I'm supposed to be studying. Why am I not studying? Because I don't know what to do. So like I get frustrated and all of a sudden I don't want to think about it anymore. So I distract myself, right? That's it's kind of like that, you know, like, my schedule has to constantly change because I'm meeting those goals. So like, because I set up my schedules in goals and I meet those goals. So I have to constantly keep updating them. Right. So like now so I feel like I need a schedule time slot to fix my schedule.
Do you hear yourself right now?
No, but I actually do.
But you do. I mean, here's the thing. You also have to like, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what the answer is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? You just got to do it.
Yeah.
So if you fall into that cycle, you're on your phone again, like, you just got to pivot. You got to step away from where you're at right now and visit that schedule at that moment right there.
Yeah.
The moment where you're like, shit, I've been on Reddit for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I need the solution now. Mm-hmm. And that's when
that's when you gotta
if
revisit
scheduling is what it does it for you, fucking run it, brother.
It's like this. So the brain is super fucking tricky, right? It plays tricks on you.
Bro, it loves
like
getting trapped into things too.
No,
it's like a moth.
It is like a moth, but it's also like a genie's lamp. Like, it doesn't, like, if you say the wrong thing, it's going to do the wrong. Like, you have to be very specific with it. Like, I can't just say, like, because it'll take it the wrong way. So, like, when I tell myself I have to study, right? Doing the research on what to study in my brain, like, I take advantage of that since I didn't specify what to study, right? So I told my brain to study, I don't know what to study. So doing the actual research of what to study my brain is just like, that doesn't count as studying. That's a waste of time. Doing that at this time is a waste of time. Because my brain literally makes me think that thinking about what to study, since I don't know what to study in my block for studying, is actually a waste of time. I should be studying, but I don't know what to study. So I bounce back and forth until my phone comes out.
You're stuck in this limbo.
Exactly. And that's exactly how my brain works. And it's a beast, bro. It's like it's so fucking hard to tame.
Interesting.
Like,
but great observation, though.
Yeah. So it just bounces back and forth. I don't know if you relate to that or like.
Not personally.
Okay.
But, well, like, I'm more like, I already, when I sat at that desk ready to work, I already know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just have to get myself to do it. Like, I don't need direction. Like, if someone walk up to me and say, John, what are you doing right now? I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And right now I'm working on this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah. I give them a concrete answer, but
maybe you have to be even more specific.
But then my phone slides out.
Yeah.
And then I go and press it. And then I go back to the App Store. And then I re-download YouTube because I already deleted it because I spent too much time there. And then I open up YouTube.
Because it's easier to do.
It's easier,
man. You don't. But I think you do fall in the same thing. Maybe you need to be even more specific with yourself.
Maybe. I try, like, specificity, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because once I have a clear thought of what I need to do, it's basically like telling myself, okay, I know exactly what I'm not supposed to do. And then I'm like, I'm going to do everything but the thing I decided to do. If I decided that day to work on the podcast, I will clean the house. I will wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I will literally find everything else to do other than the thing I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't know why my brain works that way.
Yeah.
That's where I think that's the habit I fall into. Is that the moment I'm very specific about what I'm doing, even if if I sit myself down, I'm more likely to do it. But if I'm like, I come home from work and I'm like, okay, today I'm going to rake the lawn. I'm going to clean the house. I'm going to wash my shoes. I'll play with my dog. All other important stuff. Just not the thing I decided.
Yeah. Guys, we're out of time. You're about to run into the second transition.
Way over time.
Yeah,
No, we got to get better about this.
No, we had that like intro for you. And then the little space in between.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, we're chilling.
But now we're over because you extended it by
sorry,
another
guys.
30 seconds.
Very sorry.
You guys are about to see the introductions to the characters.
We'll
see you in episode 2.
We'll see you in episode 2.
Which is, we're going to record next week.
It's not now. But for you, it's going to be now.
Woo! Look at this place. Hey, yo, sweat stains!
What's up?
Whoa, dude, you're a cop! Yo, we got a narc in here, guys. Hide the paraphernalia.
What? The badge? Yeah, I used to be a cop.
Damn, now you're in podcast camp. Talk about an existential crisis, am I right? Whoa, chill out there, Burj Khalifa.
What's your deal?
Calm down.
Huh?
Tu casa es mi casa. I'm your partner, dude.
How did this happen?
Yeah, I specifically requested someone who didn't look like a middle-aged Russian leprechaun.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hi, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? It's John.
If you need to use the bathroom, you could just go.
Do you take anything seriously?
Texas.
That answered my question.
No, that's my name. Now, do you know how jarring it is to say your name in a random part of a conversation? Who wrote this? Amy Schumer? So what's there fun to do around here? This place seems like a sausage fest.
Well, besides podcasting, we have all of your regular camp stuff, like archery, ping pong, skydiving, museum. Oh, and we have a massage parlor.
Back it up. Not that I'm not interested in the happy ending like the next guy, but what museum?
The Yosemite National. It's pretty cool. And they have some very expensive stuff there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen my phone anywhere?
Phone? No, I haven't actually.
It feels close by. Like, you sure you haven't seen it anywhere?
No, I haven't.
Like, maybe like
or something. I don't.
In your hand right now.
This is your phone?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was mine.
Give me that.
Whoa, not so rough. I just had my nails done. Episode 2. Welcome back, guys. It's been 2 weeks for us, actually, not 1 week.
Yeah.
But we just finished recording the scenes that you guys have been listening to.
I'm John and he's Texas.
Yeah, I'm Texas. I think they just heard the introduction, the icebreaker, just now. Icebreaker is pretty good, honestly. I think it's like...
How do you name a character Texas and not give him a Texas accent?
Not give him a Texas accent? Honestly...
Like, come on, can you explain that to me for a
second?
second?
The only reason I chose the name was for a joke. So, that's kind of why the name is there like that, Like, it's just like Texas State. It's like...
I know, man, but I read Texas and I'm like, all right, he's got to brush up his Texas accent.
He's got to have a country accent. No, it just doesn't... country accent doesn't work with manipulative characters in my experience.
So too, because there's that connotation of the Southern hospitality.
Nice hospitality.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, I get that.
So,
or blatant racism, either one.
Yeah. So like that whole obviously Texas being like this more manipulative, more like sassy, blah blah blah.
Yeah. I get that.
It doesn't really work with like the country accent, so it just didn't like fit the motive, like.
I just read Texas and I think Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Texas. Imagine if he was just like. Hey, you, sweat stains! Whoa, dude, you're a cop! I don't know.
Nah, man.
It would have sounded completely different. Let us know if you guys want to hear a cowboy.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this season. What I love about this season the most is that I think our recording session went really well.
Yes.
Like, I definitely think we were a lot more meticulous in this recording session.
Yeah.
Like, you introducing, like, the topic of subtext for me.
Subtext.
Can you quickly explain to listeners what subtext is?
Subtext, I don't know the exact definition. It's basically having a line but not explaining everything in like words specifically. It can be like explained in emotions. Like I could say I love you, but the subtext behind that I love you is that I hate you. So I'm gonna be like, I love you, or so, I don't know. How you say. I love you, or like I love you. Or like if you don't actually love somebody, how would you say I love you? It'd be like.
It's like the meaning.
Yeah, I love you too. Yeah.
Subtext is like the meaning underneath the words.
Yeah. It's a meaning. It's a meaning underneath the words. Yeah.
And I noticed a lot of it is really about intonation and delivery, and 100%. So like, with us being focused on that today, I think definitely will come through in the performance for sure.
Yes, hopefully.
Because we had a character Texas who's very much like sassy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
His whole shtick is the fact that he's not really saying what he's meaning.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
How many times have you said "I love you" to the character, right? And you don't really love the character?
Yeah.
So I thought that was super cool, and that is definitely a skill I want us to moving forward always be conscious of.
Yeah, for sure.
Sessions.
I've had subtext in like the other scripts as well. It's just been like less of there hasn't really been any thought to it. Like I just more or less, I just got like lucky in writing those scripts, and just having that skill just kind of like naturally, like I just fell into it, right? But now I'm like really looking into what exactly I was doing and how to actually include that subtext, But
I do have a feedback though. Okay. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
I don't know if John was as good as we wanted him to be.
What do you mean good?
Like he didn't seem like a nice character. Because he was obviously always in the light of Texas is fucking with him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how can you allow John to be a good guy? Like, how can you show the audience John is a good guy?
Mm-hmm. Well, John is a good guy simply because he is, for no reason whatsoever, he has no inclination, he has no reason to follow around Texas and make sure that he's up to no good.
Yeah.
He has no reason to get everyone to get their stuff back. He has no reason to actually even stay in the podcast camp. Why, like someone who steals from you, like, he stayed with his
That's
partner.
true.
Most people would ask for a different partner. They would be like, you know, like, they wouldn't care about anybody else. Oh, you stole that stuff? That's fine, but, like, can I get my stuff back? And I'm just gonna leave. Like, you know, that's probably, like, most people,
That's
know,
fair, that's
like,
fair.
not to mention he is implied to be a cop, not to mention
Yeah, but
he's,
not
like,
all cops are
brolic
good.
and all of that stuff. What?
Oh, not all cops are good.
Yeah,
know
not all
what
cops
I'm
are good,
saying?
whatever. Yeah, but you know, so obviously he has like certain measures that he can take, but he also like the good is also shown in the fact that it's not that he wants the best for himself and the campers. He also wants the best for Texas, as he believes that Texas can also be good. You know, like that's one of the biggest traits about good people. They believe that everyone can be good and they want to help them. So like that's why he's not just instantly just like, you're done, Texas, I'm just sending you straight to jail, bro. Boom, done.
And I
Like,
think
he's
that
not
would have been
doing
the
any of
case for
that.
any other character that interact with Texas. Any other person that would interact with Texas would be like, nah, I gotta walk away from this guy.
Exactly. Anyone else would have just that kind of shows how much John. But in this one, obviously, the main thing is for that like evil is overpowering the good in this thing, and it's very apparent that like not good guys don't always fucking win, you know. And if you've seen Attack on Titan.
Bro, right? Right? Yo, have you seen the ending, too?
You've seen the ending, you already know, you know?
You know how that shit ends.
That's not always good guys don't always get like the best ending.
Exactly. A little lackluster, but hey, the morals were there.
The morals were there. Yeah.
Nah, man.
You know, obviously going for more of a comedic vibe.
Definitely. And I'm getting, you know, ever since the horror season, you know, like
Yeah.
we've been doing great. Like this is another one of the seasons where I'm like, I know exactly how this is gonna sound.
Yeah. Okay.
And
good.
I'm excited about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
sound hilarious.
Yeah, writing.
Yeah.
Writing comedy is easy, difficult. It does, like, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that can happen.
We're getting better at it.
We are getting better at it.
That's for sure.
Yeah. And hopefully it shows that we're getting better, because that's all that matters, you know? As long as we keep getting better at this
That's the core.
scripting, writing, whatever.
Bro, again, we got to write it down, but we have to write down our core founding principles. That's one of them for sure.
We're the best podcast.
That we're the best podcast,
Out
and
there.
we're only getting better.
And we're only getting better. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
we're the best podcast, but our podcast a year from now is better than this one. So go listen to that one.
Right? Yo, compare season 1 to season 15.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, season 30 is really good. Yo,
Yo, season 100.
is fire.
Yo, season 100's gonna be fire. Yo, it's gonna be flying cars.
Yeah. So how we just actually passed Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, Thanksgiving was phenomenal, man.
Nice.
I love Thanksgiving. I spent it with my 2 sisters.
Yep.
And one of their boyfriends, and you know we had some nice dinner. We bought pernil from this great Dominican place.
What's pernil?
Pernil is a pork. It's just a pulled pork.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it's just like cooked in a certain way, and it's
Yeah.
fucking juicy, mouth-watering.
Sounds fire. Nice.
I'm coming
nice.
right now.
All right.
And
Climax.
then and then we, you know, played some games. We drank a little bit. And then most importantly, though, I'm very much a gratitude person. You know.
Okay.
At the dinner room table, I asked everyone what they're gracious about. I like to keep in my house this whiteboard where I have a calendar of the dates and everything that everyone needs to know.
Yeah.
But on the side of the whiteboard, I have a little questionnaire that just says, what are you thankful for? And I got a full list of not only friends, but family members and people visiting of what they're thankful for. And that's just kind of warming my heart every day to see. So
Nice.
It's a little selfish, but it's kind of cool at the same time because they get to practice a little gratitude.
Yeah.
And I get to see what people are gracious about, you know?
Yeah,
so it's kind of cool.
Well,
what
that's
about you?
good.
How was
Same.
your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I went over to New York to my cousin's house. Had like a bunch of family over. Had a bunch of fun there, just playing around with like kids and stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of over the whole like event scene because I would go to so many like events already. I feel like I've just been like it's been hard for me to keep up like my habits specifically past 5 because like almost like half of the days of the week past 5 I've just been having to get ready to go to some wedding
wedding
like every like straight up every time, and it's just getting. They're fun, and but it doesn't help that I don't feel good about going to them simply because I have work to do for stuff like the podcast specifically.
Mine's on the pod, and you're busy doing other shit.
And I'm busy doing other stuff. I was just like, I could be doing blah blah blah, and but all those things are always so much fun to go to. I don't like feeling bad about it simply because like they only happen once. Like marriage only happens once. Like I can. Like, if I really want to, I could pull it out all nighter and just give up sleep. Do that instead. It's healthier. But so we went over to my family's house and then, just had good food. Then came back home. And then yesterday, I actually went to a Korean barbecue spot.
Which one?
It was Plaza 7 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really good. Obviously, meat, protein. Delicious.
Unlimited meat. You can't go wrong, bro. There's a Korean barbecue spot right next to us.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Really?
I'm not gonna say the name.
Oh, okay.
Phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we got. We got to go there sometime.
It's not halal.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Your place, that place was halal.
Yeah. It was halal. That's
okay,
why it was like an hour and a half away. It was like north in. No, it was close. It was like North Jersey, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went up there, but once again, always good food and the Korean barbecue spots are expensive though. Like the all-you-can-eat ones?
Yeah.
$50 a head.
What? No, the place close by is $40. Yeah, the place close by is $40.
That's not that
it's about the same thing. It's $10.
Yeah, it's not a big difference. It was actually funny. We were over there, and it was straight self-serve, dude. There was no waiters. Like, they came over and they gave the food, but then they just left us to our own devices, bro. When I wanted water, I got up and I walked over to the server's table, and I had to pick up the water jug myself and bring it over to the table. Like, and when they wanted straws, I had to go over to Saver's table. Like, it was straight up just, like, cook the food yourself, you serve yourself, everything. Like, Korean barbecue spot, like, that's how it is.
And then you tip.
And then you tip them. Yeah. I've been to Hot Pot before. I think Hot Pot is a little bit more fun, in my opinion.
Okay. I see where you're coming from. It is a little more exciting, more hands-on, cooking it in the soup.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the flavor profile.
Yeah, I think it's also a little quicker.
Maybe.
Because like it cooks like you just like push it in there, like the slim ones, like the beef, like the sliced ones. Like you just put it yeah, that's everyone loved that. It is so fire. But like you just put it in the pot for like they said literally like 15 seconds and then boom, pull it out, eat it.
15 seconds? I left it there for like 3 minutes.
3 minutes? It's it's a slim ass piece of meat.
I let it cook in there for a while.
No. They say how long. I don't know if 30 seconds is correct. It said whatever was on the hot pot thing, but I thought hot pot was more fun, because there's like because if you go with different people, they all get their own different like mixes of soup or broth. They all get different broths, so you could like taste like all 4 or 5 broths. Instead of just everyone just cook it on the same grill. That doesn't add any different flavors or whatever. I don't know.
No, that's kind of interesting because the hot pot I went to, it was just one in the middle. Between 4 people, we had the one pot that we all shared.
You had just one pot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I kind of like the more little pots.
Yeah, we had like
mix
straight up 4
and match.
we had like the pot would just split it to 4.
Yeah.
Bro, so we had like just straight up 4 different broths.
Bro, you want to hear something funny?
What's up?
I recently went to a restaurant, right? I'm gonna shout them out. Pier 335.
Okay.
Pier 335 is apparently a speakeasy bar. Air quotations. I'm doing air quotations. But they also have Asian fusion food. So there was like Chinese and Japanese food. And then the menu, the decorations were Hawaiian themed.
Okay.
And then they had a Christmas special. So now all the food was all Christmas. And I was like, pick a fucking lane, bro.
Yeah.
You're a restaurant. What are you doing all this fusion shit, bro?
Okay.
Are you American Underground Speakeasy? Are you Chinese food? Are you Hawaiian?
Uh-huh.
And why is your name Pier 335? Like, you
don't
don't understand.
But how'd you find this spot?
I'm so angry. Julio showed this to me. Julio showed this place to me, and I'm so unbelievably angry that they just couldn't pick one lane.
Yeah, but do they do well? Are they busy? Like
they were packed.
Okay, so they
were packed. So they were definitely marketed by TikTok because everybody there was from 20 to 30.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Literally every single person there.
It was just good food.
That food was.
So you so you do have issues with how they're conducting it, but it's working though. It is working.
Yeah,
you're saying.
It is working.
Yeah.
Which is what makes me sad.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm like, Like,
So they
people
have three different types of food there. Like
they
you
have
said,
so many
Chinese,
different types
Japanese?
of food. Yeah, they have like a variety of food, like from different ethnic.
Here's the question:
backgrounds.
do they have multiple different chefs to cook different ethnicities?
I don't think so,
or,
bro.
Like, is just one chef who's good at cooking? Because that's $1 million chef right
Running
there.
a kitchen is about being strategic on the way you're efficient in how you deliver the food and like the quality of the food, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to question the quality of the food when you have multiple different countries and places of origins where your food's coming from.
Do you feel like you have more of opinion or insight onto like how like a restaurant's supposed to work and blah 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 because you worked at a restaurant yourself?
Yes, I've worked in many restaurants
Yeah.
in like different capacities. Some in like just like quick like fast food, and I've also worked at like fine dining restaurants.
Yeah.
And like I'm like OD about that stuff. I just love
So you
learning.
like really do nitpick?
Yeah,
'cause you
I
see
nitpick
things.
it because
You
I see
things.
it, and I even like talk to the owners of the restaurant and I'm asking them a billion questions, and they're
They
like,
fucking hate you, dude.
"No, they love me, all right," because I question all of their processes, and sometimes they're like, "Yeah, maybe that could be a better way of doing it."
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
all about being efficient back in the kitchen, and
Yeah.
I can't believe you're being efficient if you have Chinese and I don't even know what was the other one. There was another one that just blew me. I think like they also had like shrimp and like shrimp pasta. They had a shrimp
Yeah.
pasta. If you
Shrimp
have
pasta's good.
If you have Italian food and Chinese food on the same menu, I'm not gonna trust your food.
Chinese and Italian food.
I cannot trust your food, your opinion.
Maybe. I don't know.
Nah, man, that got me fucked up.
No, it sounds it's different though, and they're busy, so
'Cause you know they still got-
to go. What do you mean by speakeasy? I don't understand.
Oh, a speakeasy.
I know what a speakeasy
yeah,
is.
but it was the theme, like the place referred to itself.
As a speakeasy?
As a speakeasy.
Did it serve alcohol like at a
Yeah,
bar
they
then?
served alcohol, but again, it was also Christmas themed too. So all the alcohols were Christmas themed as
Really?
well. And I was like, Christmas isn't even celebrated by the Chinese.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh?
Damn, dude.
Huh?
Yeah, they're messed up, but they're doing well.
They're doing well, so I'm just a hater.
So, yeah, let them.
I'm just being a hater right now.
They
Yeah.
had good food, so,
So
you know.
I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back.
Okay, how expensive?
It
was
wasn't that.
last thing,
but
how
it was
expensive was
on the higher side.
on the higher side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not OD.
You heard it here first, guys. Do not go to this speakeasy.
Overall,
place.
Pier 35,
Said not,
mid.
I'll take the sponsorship.
No, Pier 335.
Pier 335. You
Jersey
heard it.
City.
You heard it. Jersey City.
Mid.
Thanks for listening. See you in episode 3. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
For clothes that Tristan lost. At Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener.
Fuck, dude. So, like, I was just yeah. There have been numerous reports about thefts, and we were working hard to. Dude, did you see Jessica last night?
Oh, funky color.
Laser tag. Laser tag. Laser tag. Ooh.
Shut up.
Right in the sacred jewels. What? How could you? And here I thought we were starting to become best friends.
You've stolen my stuff multiple times.
Those were accidents, baby. I would never cheat on you.
I had to buy toothbrushes 5 times
That's absurd.
in 3 days.
Oh, looks like the laser tag is starting. The writers must not have a way out of this one. Let's play.
3, 2, 1, go!
Go left, go left. Be careful, watch out. Reloading. Look out, Private! You have to go. No! Commander, send in the reinforcements. There's no hope. Where were you?
Oh, you're home early.
The whole camp was involved, and you were the only one not there.
I can explain.
Stop.
Ow! At least take me on a date first.
This is a citizen's arrest.
God, I can smell that fish you had from 3 days ago.
What's in your bag?
That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Wait, I wouldn't...
What? Why are my clothes in here?
I just wanted to do something nice for you, so I did your laundry, okay?
Really? I thought wrong this whole time.
Yeah,
No,
you did.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go for a walk. I gotta clear my head.
Whew. Jesus Christ.
Wait. Then what's in my bag?
Oh no, the climax!
I knew it!
Okay. I did a bad thing, but for all I know, you did a bad thing. You know, I mean, it's in your bag. My bag only has clothes.
You're returning all of this stuff.
Do I have to?
Yes!
Can we at least do it conveniently so that no one notices and I stay in the camp for the next episode?
Sure, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Welcome to episode 3! Hoo! Got it.
Alright, cool.
Got it. you saw the 3 fist. They heard the fist. They heard the hip thrusts.
Alright, we just heard the sports episode. It has officially been a week, and it has been fully edited. Yay!
Yay! Those are so rare.
Yeah.
But we made it.
Yeah, it's honestly like, you know, like I'm just so much better at script writing and stuff, you know, like I'm just giving them. But what I thought about the sports episode, it's my first time hearing it. It was amazing. It was great. It was funny. It was witty. And the part that Johan had full liberty over was the laser tag part. And it was great. It was amazing. And I know you guys like it as well, you know, at the end of the day. What did you think about your whole thing?
What did I think about it? I fell in love with it, bro.
Cool.
Like, I had so much fun with it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, all right, the lasers are just supposed to get louder and more crazy. Say less, bro. Let me cook.
We're just missing one noise, you know?
What was that?
Ow, my leg from SpongeBob?
No, I didn't want to do it.
Nah,
I didn't want to do it.
Come on, it's
I was
so
like, it's too cringe.
It's film. It's like
no,
media.
It was like you would hear. You saw it coming a mile away.
It's
all right? I didn't put it in because I saw it a mile away.
Because I told you to put it in.
I was like, no, man.
I saw it a mile away. It was the whole tension.
No,
I get you. Yeah.
Instead, I recorded myself in the background.
No, it was still yeah. As if people want to hear you over fucking SpongeBob, bruh.
Yeah, so I can take a back seat, bitch.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Besides all of that, you know, that huge issue,
that glaring mistake,
major issue, you know.
Yo,
like it was.
I jump. I swear.
It was like an 8 out of 10, but now, like, I'm gonna be honest. 2. I'll give you a solid awesome. 2 out of 10. No SpongeBob.
Get out of here. It was awesome. I had fun with it, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the conclusion the two of us
I think it sounded like you had fun with it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It like you could like hear that you had just fun with making it, you know? Like, I don't know. That's how it sounded to me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. It just sounded like you had a lot more fun with it than like others. I don't know.
It was like, it was just a simple premise, you know what I mean? So it's easy to work off of.
Exactly.
And like, nah, man, that's replicable. Like we can have consistent sports episodes where it's just like some weird music. It's basically, I call it music, right? Yeah. It's just a bunch of sounds that don't have a beat to it.
Of course.
And I was like, yo, this is just fun. Let me just like mess around with it. So,
all right.
Give me more of those.
We could also talk quickly about like what we saw from all 3, because I just heard all 3, the intro and the cold open and whatever, icebreaker. And
tell me what you think, because I felt like there was a but.
Hearing all of those, like you can hear the consistency of like noises in there, which is really good. But what I want to talk about more is the fact that we are finally seeing hints of like our like actual audio style like poking through. Like this is the 3rd time that we had a story being told, right? And the story was auditorily
narrated.
Yeah, it was narrated.
It helps tell the story.
Yeah,
like, I was also proud of that moment too, bro. Like the fucking what's it called?
The story in the bus.
In the bus. Yes, the story in the bus.
The story in the bus.
I had so much fun with that one too.
So the first time we saw this was in the cop episode, and this one is way better than that one. Way more noises, funny noises. That was like perfect. Like honestly, like that was probably, like, you're gonna take this as an insult, but it isn't. This was probably the first time where like he like over exceeded my expectations of what I wanted it to sound like, and that is a huge step forward with my expectations. Like, he's straight, because like I have a very
This is a very mixed bag compliment.
no,
but
because
I'm gonna take it.
first of all, I have a very overactive imagination. The way I think of the scripts is as a movie, you know?
Yeah.
So if you get even like, if you exceed that, that's really fucking good. by
tiptoeing,
the way. Dude, it was really
That shit was
good.
so
It was
funny, dude.
actually really good. And that's like a huge compliment. Like, if you hear me say something really, bro, it's a huge compliment for anybody. All right? So yeah, I do like, keep it up. Woo! That couldn't have been easy, finding all those noises. You know, you
Dude,
say
I'm-
finding those
guys,
noises are hard.
I'm blushing over
Nah,
here.
it was
I'm
actually
blushing.
really. That was actually really good. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I want you guys, since we like telling you about like progress and what we're like podcast stuff.
all about, bro.
What we've been talking about today specifically, and what's been on my mind, is straight up actually just the sound design, right? And part of it is like me wanting to give up deliberaties, or like what is it? I don't know, responsibilities.
Liberty.
Responsibilities over the actual sounds that are being put. Like, if you hear bag open, door open, footsteps, grass, wind, blah blah blah, like, usually all put those sounds in. I'm giving that up to Johan fully. Like, I want
thing is,
him
like-
to
Sorry,
kind of
finish your thought.
I want him to kind of like take the script raw, you know? Like, I'll have a sound version, you know, just in case he has any like questions. It'll be like a cheat sheet for him. It'll just be because there's a specific thing that we lack at the moment, and that is chemistry in our, like, the way we think about like scripting, or like thought process in how the scene is supposed to look and such, right? And I feel like if he guesses where those sounds are, and he starts guessing them right, and of course, like, that'll increase our chemistry, and from there he can obviously start throwing in his own style, because he understands what I want, and then he can transform it into whatever he wants, and it works for both of us, and it's amazing. And
Listen, great.
yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate you are now publicly stating you're relinquishing control over audio design. I appreciate that.
Of course, they need to know that you're doing all the work.
Well, I always have been. That's what I'm kind of getting across.
Of course.
Like, he's saying this, but in my head, I'm like, I've always had control. Like, even though on the script you write wind sounds.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, you wrote wind sounds, but there could be millions of different wind sounds I can use.
Yeah.
That would be perfect for this scene. So to me, I never saw that. I saw you were just like giving me some direction. I never saw that as gospel.
Of course. No, but
I was like, dude, I have an idea. Like, I appreciate you giving me the outline. I know how to fill this in.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, like, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm going to continue to be doing.
Yeah.
And again, me and him are talking about this in extent, because, like, one of the journeys of creating this is to find our styles.
Yeah.
To be our own Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
In the world of sound design, or the Sand Elfman, the guy who has like fucking, you know, charges against him for sexual abuse or whatever.
Yeah.
We got to be like those guys. You know what I mean? We got to be able to have a style and a unique sound to our,
of course,
to our podcast.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I want it, as I said
Style.
to him, the goal is that anytime anyone listens to any 1 second of our podcast, they know it's us.
Yes.
That's like, I want them to immediately hear it and be like, oh, yep, that's Faded.
Even the
That's Horace and
silences.
John. Even the silence. Even the silence. That's like hockey. That's like hockey level shit.
I don't understand.
I don't know. I see it, but
You don't understand it either. Okay,
I
wow.
kinda
He just
don't
said
know.
something
There's
random. But I do think like more like the two style choices that we have actually added like to the podcast, which is what like you would start adding, is that story mode thing, right? Obviously, because once again, that was my idea, right? And then the laser tag thing also, you know, like that was technically my sound. Like you would in an ideal world, right? Like I wouldn't even put that idea in your head, you know, because you might come up with a better one. But you know, like the idea of, hey man, I want the sound to be like, it goes from nice to like a war, you know. But like, you know, like that could have what?
All right, guys, you sound like a 1950s like, speakeasy owner.
Yeah.
Hey,
but that would be fully like your idea, and I would come in and be mind blown. Like, you came up with this? Holy shit! Like, you know, it is so the best word for it is so transformative of my script that it would just like, I would be coming into something I wouldn't know.
Right.
You know, something new, something
Right.
like different, like, you know, I would have like no expectations because like I didn't give you any.
All right. So how do you strip your script to not include any of that? How does the script look to you then? How does that change your script writing process? Because I'm sure like there's got to be some sound design when thinking about the story.
No. Obviously,
Yeah.
it doesn't change any of my script desiging because I'm just gonna write it and then remove the sounds.
Write it and then remove the sound. Okay.
Yeah, because I have to obviously, I think it was a previous episode or something that I said that I think in like images and videos and like tunes and like cartoons and like, straight up just like that. So like all those have like noises and sounds. So I visualize the whole thing. When I visualize Camp Podcast, I visualize like a whole world. I know what the characters look like. I know the whole thing, you know, the whole shebang, right? And then I I write all of that down as much as I can because once again, it's hard to write what you see visually because it would just be too much. Like I would just be like, all right, the left.
That's a whole novel.
Yeah. The door was slightly open, ajar. It was 25 degrees out. Like, you know, like the wood was a slightly red color. Like I'm not gonna write all that. You know, it's too much. But I would just simply just take out those noise parts, and then you would like. First of all, we do not know what's gonna happen.
Right.
We might turn back on this idea completely because. Who know? First of all, we are doing something completely different, so we don't know if anyone's ever done this. I doubt they have.
Spaghetti to a wall, baby.
I really doubt they have because which director fucking like films a movie, doesn't record the sounds, and then gives it to a sound guy. Put sounds in there, buddy. Without video, like it's just never been done before. No. So we are in unforeseen territory. This could be a terrible fucking idea, because I could come up with dumb ideas.
Linda. You do come up with dumb ideas, but we're gonna give it a shot regardless.
Exactly.
There's a lot of concerns I have already, and that's not on my part, on my sound design part.
Yeah.
But like the emptiness of a script, and then he's gonna be like, "This isn't what I thought it was at all." Like, what if I change the tone completely? And it's like I strip all the humor away from it.
But that's
bone dry. That could be something amazing.
Of course,
I could accidentally stumble upon gold.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
In an ideal world, obviously, that would like never happen in the future, right? But it's a problem we're gonna deal with.
Yeah, we got that.
We're gonna deal with it in the meantime, simply because I already know that you don't see my scripts in your head.
It's impossible.
And visualize them,
you know,
which is obviously makes sense, kind of. Because you see in words or whatever, right?
I'm seeing words. I wasn't there when you built these words.
No, but you think in words is what I'm saying, right?
No, I think visually.
You think visually?
I see the whole world in my head.
Okay.
I have a great ability of traveling the whole globe in my head.
I see. Okay. But yeah, that was basically that. We have 3 minutes left. Let's talk a little bit about the theme.
Thank you.
And theme, good and evil. And my major question to you is, have you ever met somebody in your life who made you think, this guy's evil?
Diablo. That's a tough one because here's the thing, like it's just so rare to ever find a human that's so just 100% evil.
Okay.
They do exist.
Yeah, they do.
But they're very rare.
Yeah. But I want to like an evil person in like kind of like our sense. Obviously, we're not talking like I know someone evil who's like killed 100 people. Obviously, we're not in that type of, but in our realm, in our world, like the most evil person that I could think of, like, and I see them very clearly in my head, they're just very manipulative, and it feels like everyone's on their side and everyone likes this person, but I'm the only one who sees them for who they truly are. Like, they smile and they look at you and they act all nice, right? But behind their words is this, I'm using you. It's just straight up, I'm using you. There was this one time where basically me and a group of friends were out and we went to I went to this guy's friend group, right? And like obviously didn't hang out with him much before, but he invited me, whatever. We go out, next thing you know, we're like ordering at Taco Bell, right? And $100 order, and the guy who invited everybody didn't have a credit card, so I offered to pay. And then next thing you know,
Rookie.
a couple years later, I still haven't gotten a single cent because I didn't know anybody there except for that one guy, and he refuses. And the thing is, like, he just didn't acknowledge it, Like, I requested the money, he just never acknowledged it, and I just gave up. I didn't even ask him for it after that because I was just like, okay, whatever.
robbed,
but in my head, all that I think is, I'm never going to trust this person again. I see them around just because, like, he's in a specific friend group. So I see him in areas and, like, I just act normally towards him. And he acts friendly towards me as if, like, but I know I don't trust this guy. That's my epitome of evil.
Here's the thing, buddy. Here's the thing about evil. Hurt people hurt.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. When I see someone being that manipulative, I honestly feel bad for them. Because clearly someone caused them a lot of pain in their life for them to be trying to inflict it on other people.
I see.
It's it's a pity. It's just I pity them more than anything. Which is why I have this weird relationship with evil. I'm just like, I know one day, hopefully, you're gonna grow older and you're gonna become a better person. But right now, you're not. So I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do. And that's what you did.
For sure.
You just walked away.
I guess I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to the next episode, guys, and then we'll touch a little bit more on good and evil. Hopefully, Joan. Let's hear what Joan has to say. Have you even blinked once?
We're on a museum tour right now. And I know your usual MO. So as long as you're here, you are not leaving my sight.
Why? Because I might steal something like this.
Where did you get that?
eBay.
Listen, if they catch you, we're both done for. Because I'm with you. So if not for yourself, for me.
Aw, no. It's not that I don't care about you. I don't care about anyone.
What happened to you? What made you this way?
Ooh, I like that transition. This is good. Okay, on a fateful summer morning in Rosie, California.
Is this another one?
2002, my mom dies and my father falls into deep alcohol and debt. I didn't see him often, but I had to survive. So I stole. But I didn't steal for me. I had two little sisters. They were my world. I kept them safe and fed. They were my everything. And that brings us to today.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. How'd they die?
They didn't. They got married. Now they don't need me anymore.
So, you're a pervert then?
How am I a pervert? What are you talking?
You had all these little jokes on me, and I couldn't find one of you. But now I have one.
You have a joke? This
Fuck
isn't
you.
a joke. My life is not a joke for you. What are you talking about?
Should I call you Mr. Alabama, huh? Because you fall in love with your sisters over
there?
there?
Are you fucking... I will be... Like, what are you talking... Oh, my... All right. Say that one more time.
Whoa. What are you doing, man? Chill
Oh,
out.
no. You don't got anything to say?
Don't steal
You don't got anything to fucking
got
say?
nothing to say,
huh?
man.
Shut the fuck up.
I hate you.
I love you.
Sister lover.
Fuck you!
EP4.
Episode 4. Welcome back, guys. We just heard the rivalry episode. Hopefully you sounded like a rivalry, because I think this is a very rivalry.
Very rivalry.
Can I please say just one thing?
Please.
I do miss those, like, those scripts that we had in the earlier episodes. Of
Okay.
like Disney Channel stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
be
the
honest.
Cars ones?
It was just like, there was a different level of, it was a different type of comedy for us. Like, it was just funny, like, hearing somebody else say, like, hot rod. So, like, I don't know. Like, it was a different type of comedy. Like, I'm gonna be on, like, I don't want it to feel like we lost a bit of Camp Podcast because of that. Because our podcast feels so different now. It really doesn't. Like, it's incomparable to the first season, man. And it's kind of sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the scripts are different. The sound, like,
We lost ourselves.
It has a completely different vibe, dude.
Yes.
Like, and it's not bad, and it's good. Like, this is, like, but I don't know. It was like there was like two directions that we could have gone, and we went like a different direction. I don't know.
I think I have your answer.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Ready? What are we paying homage to in this episode?
What do you mean?
Like, what movie, show?
we're just doing themes now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The homage is gone, and I think that was the fun of it because we were like roasting Cars.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
roasting Always Sunny. Like we were talking about what we love. So it was like paired not only with us having fun, but with the nostalgia that we love for the show. It's just like that. I don't think we have that part anymore.
Well, kind of do. This is Ryan Reynolds in The Rock.
Yeah, but have we talked about Ryan Reynolds and The Rock up until this very moment?
But this is the first time I'm hearing it.
There's no homage. There's no love to this.
Okay.
Tell me, am I wrong?
Nah, you're wrong.
Like, this was good. This was I had fun. Like, I think as its own independent thing, this was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that homage aspect anymore.
I feel you. Yeah. But we obviously moved away from that for a reason. It was like scripting wise. I just can't copy.
Oh, yeah, it's just
I'm not gonna
copyright.
fucking copy lines, copy music.
Whole monologues.
Dude, we copied like music too. It wasn't just like that. It was literally like music, lines, actors, like whatever the fuck. Like, you know, and it was just different. It was a whole different drive. It was a whole different thing. There was nowhere else to go from there besides like once you change the lines, it's no longer once we change the lines, we're just here, you know? Okay. Like, it was just keeping those lines the same and re-saying those lines in, like, just switching out one word or something, like, just changing fucking car to podcast or something, like, or race to podcast.
Or the cup wasn't the Champions Cup, but it was the Kids' Choice Awards.
Kids' Choice Awards, exactly. Just changing those little things was it, but it's just, like, obviously, there's nowhere to grow from there.
Unfortunately.
Which is sad.
How
do we remake? Do we just do one-off episodes like once a year?
These are the ones that never get AdSense.
No. Once every
rip it off.
Once every 2 months, where we're just like, you know what? Like,
let's take it easy.
We'll take it easy. It's not really
let's
easy.
Let's rip the whole movie and condense it to 5 scenes.
It's really not that easy. But you know, like
that's actually kind of a challenge.
Just have a little bit fun with it. It's harder.
I know, but imagine we could translate a whole movie into 5 scenes.
Yeah. Honestly, like, that was the one time where it's funny, but that's, like, the problem that you had, hey, man, it's so hard to find sounds and find this.
Yeah.
I literally had that same issue until, like, episode 5 because I was sitting there listening to hundreds of songs, watching hundreds of scenes, finding the right scene, the right whatever, and then I guess at some point I was just like, I'm sick of searching shit, bro. I just gotta write it myself. That and obviously there was a bunch of reasons, but you know that was like
it's also like you gotta find your own style.
Yeah. But it's actually funny that
I
did have that issue at some point where it was just like I was just scrolling, looking for a specific sound.
But it's also like a little bit different though because you were viewing it with 0 restrictions in front of you. I am searching a very specific sound or something that's akin to that sound.
Yeah.
Which is a very much narrow search of field versus like the infiniteness of art and movies.
But then I have to find the best one. It was a challenge against myself.
Yeah. I don't think they're comparable at all.
Man, you have a very hard, like, you have a very, like, big thing around you. You're like searching of sounds about it being like the hardest job in the world.
Bro, step in my shoes, please.
He will die on this. He will die on this hill. I swear.
Will. That's why I just want to start making it on my own because none of it sounds right. If you make it, bro, it's a whole nother. If I had a Foley studio, bro.
Why don't
That's a waste of money, man. But for now, like if this is something I'm doing full time, that is something I'm 100% spending a whole 2 months just focusing on.
You can't spend 2 months on a goddamn episode again, bro. Man just said I'm gonna spend 2 months on an episode as if I was supposed to be like, oh yeah, good. That's exactly what I was asking for. You read my mind. I did want you to spend 2 months on an episode.
You didn't like it? Well, you not like it.
No, man.
2 months worth of work.
But I mean, we could talk realistically. Once again, bringing it back into the point, like we could technically do those type of episodes again in the future. And would you have fun doing it?
Of course.
Okay.
I would have fun doing it.
But and you do see the difference in the two, like.
We're our own thing now, man. It's career.
We were our own thing in season 1 too. I'm saying, do you see a difference between season 1 and season 15?
Yes.
100%. There's a huge difference.
There's only 15.
Yeah. And we already changed this much. Imagine what 30 is gonna sound like.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm trying to get across. We're only at 15, bro.
We're gonna hear 30. We're gonna be at 30. We're gonna listen to the first season, and we're gonna be like, dude, this is not Camp Podcast.
What the fuck is
I'm gonna be honest. It's very not Camp Podcasty right now at all.
That's the whole point of our training arc, though.
I know. I'm trying everything.
That's the story we're in right now, bro. We're just trying a bunch of shit to find what our sound and style looks like.
Yeah. It's like there's like very little camp stuff that ever really happened.
That gets me so tight, bro. Because remember we had this idea of like, you know, the campers are interacting. They all live in this shared universe.
Yeah.
That's also out of the window. Like we even thought about like, you know, like these are literally the events of 5 specific days of a week. And so anything that happens on Monday with one character is canon event for the other character.
Yeah.
And you would hear them in the backgrounds and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
There's none of that interwovenness in our characters, which is also something we thought about.
Yeah.
We could revisit once we get better at writing and
more characters. Yeah.
Right now, our training arc is we're on the right path, bro.
Of course,
focusing on developing characters that are, you know, people fall in love with.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the exact thing. It's just every week's obviously different, you know. Like you think about a different thing. It's because
how is that not the thing? Like
no, because like no, you're correct. No, you're correct. No, I'm just saying that's not my primary focus every week. You know, it's always a different thing every week. You know, like this week for this one was straight up just how do I throw as many jokes. I wasn't really thinking about anything else except for jokes. Like that was my. Obviously I was thinking about other things like. The character, like it came out to a story. Like I was obviously thinking about, but like my focus wasn't to improve on anything besides jokes, you know. And this week, since we're having this conversation, it's probably because last week's wasn't funny, so I had to focus on jokes. So this week, I'll focus on being more Camp Podcast, and then we're gonna be like, hey man, this one wasn't funny. We'll be like, fuck, I'll focus on jokes this time, and then we're gonna be back here.
Back and forth.
Hey man,
back and forth.
it doesn't feel like Camp Podcast anymore.
What do you think? No, seriously, you haven't answered that question. What do you feel like it's missing? Why don't we feel like it's Camp Podcast anymore?
I already said it. It's just those like literally just us remaking those scenes, like even the Will Smith, not the Karate Kid one, you know, like
dude, the counselor, bro. What about the counselor? He's so far gone.
Oh,
bro.
Fuck the counselor. He's
dude,
gone.
He's
bro.
long gone.
People
bro.
don't even know who the counselor is anymore.
The OG fans don't know.
They just hear like little bits and bobs of him, bro.
Remember how like he was supposed to be like the most pivot, like he's the piece that starts the week.
Here's the thing, because of what we're
so many things far gone.
Here's the thing. We are entering a new kind of stage where me and you are officially going to start playing more than one character an episode, right? This is a great time to bring the counselor back in and have one of us be the counselor, whichever voice we choose it to be, you know, whichever voice me and you can do that fits the counselor the best, you know,
I've been doing this for 35 years.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I want to leave that as a topic for next week as we get more into this because we haven't really discussed it that much. But let's get back into the topic and or the theme, and you talk about your evil real quick.
My evil.
Yeah, you're a big.
I don't want to talk about my evil.
You don't want to talk about your evil? I don't care
because here's the thing, right? Like as human beings, there's got to be some balance between this good and evil. I feel like it's bullshit to be all good and it's bullshit to be all evil. Yeah. Right? Like we all live in a spectrum of some kind. So, on that note, like I think what's more important is like if you tend to find yourself more of an evil person. Because I feel like people are innately fall on this spectrum of good or evil based on either their nature or their nurture. Up to debate. We're going to leave that one. But like if you're someone who's a little bit more evil, meet up with someone who's a little bit more of a nicer person. If you're someone who's a really wholesome person, like bro, you need some evil in your life. You need that person to be like, nah man, let's go 60 on this 55. Like, you gotta live a life a little on the edge. Okay, that's how I kind of like to see, like people who are a little evil, people who are a little more adventurous, say no to the system, like, and we got to have that entropy in our world. So like, I fuck the idea of good and evil. Like I personally completely disagree with the theme that there is this existence because there's no one who's innately on either side. So why even view ourselves as those people when Those are just extremities that people can't even reach.
I see. All right, enough with all that garbage, all right? Tell me about the most evil character you know.
Oh, that's the Joker?
Really?
Joker's hilarious, bro.
You think he's the most evil character?
Yeah, because...
This man has seen a lot of anime. He even saw Attack on Titan. So
Yeah,
go
but
again. Go again.
He's got to put me on the spot
It's
like
not.
this.
It's not the.
He's got to put me on the spot like this.
Like you're telling me it's not anyone from
Joker's
Attack on
literally
Titan.
like an
It's not
amazing
Ymir.
villain. I think
it's
I
not
heard
Ymir.
villain.
Do you?
I heard
actually.
villain.
Do you know who Ymir
He's the best
is?
villain.
You know who Ymir is?
Who's done the most damage? If you want to quantify it, I guess.
Okay, cool.
But emotional manipulation is where it's at. That's all the rage these days.
Yeah. So how much do you actually like? I'm actually a huge Joker fan. How much do you actually like know? Like, what is your intake
I'm not
on Joker?
that guy. I'm not deep lore. Like really fell
You
in love with the
fucking
villain
loser.
because of Heath Ledger. Like the performance was phenomenal, and it's what's
In which
invented the character.
so the
Heath
first
Ledger.
one.
Heath
Okay.
Heath Ledger, Badman. I also give a shout out to Jack Nicholson's
Really?
Batman, Joker.
Yes.
'Cause that's just hilarious.
It is good.
Like that's like the clowny part that Heath didn't get. Heath was too like psychotic.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
the humorous, like like electrocute you with like a hand buzzer. That's the kind of Joker's also kind of fun too.
So we are more of like we are a podcast that's more about like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Do you think that in movies and TV shows the good guy should always win?
It's not reflective of life. So no. I was watching a kid's show with my nephew, and the character, and everything ended up okay because it's a kid's show, so everything turned out just fine. And I was like, that was horrible, man. Like that statue should have broken into 1,000,000 pieces. And I was like, damn, what's wrong with me? And I was like, I don't know. What about you? Like
Me,
do you think the hero should always win?
Currently in my current mind state and just like the world around us, I've been really into all of these like darker stories, you know, having the evil person actually win and triumph. Like that rage that they get is like so like it just resonates. I don't know what it is, you know, like you can't help but like sort of want to root for them after like, and these guys aren't like, I'm not talking about like truly evil people. I'm talking about like the stories where they like this guy's family gets killed and then he just says, all right, fuck it, fuck the world.
Fuck the world.
I don't know. I like watching that progression, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's like kind of cool. Obviously not something anybody should do. They hopefully like no one in real life succeeds.
Evil right now.
No, hopefully, but like, dude, I think a lot of people can agree with me. It's nice to see like a little bit more of like evil people winning in just media in general. Let's talk about like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Bro, you're the most recent episode. The most recent episode.
Like, dude, these people do not like. There's like a lack of plot armor in so much media nowadays, and the evil person is seen like as it's just so much nicer, so much cooler to see. I've been watching a lot of Mission Impossible recently, and the amount of and a lot of plot armor. There's a lot of plot armor on these characters, you know, because like of the whole aspect, because of the aspect of Mission Impossible, where like, you know, like they wear masks and stuff. So like one person dies, but oops, it was actually someone else in a mask. You know, plot armor. But like, you know, like like if they did kill that guy, like the second that they did kill him, that emotion that I felt. Like, I felt like grieving, like it was a crazy emotion, but then they just brought him back to life because he wasn't actually dead, and it's just like, I would have preferred him dead low-key. You know, like, it's not a bad thing. It's just,
not an
for media. For media, I don't know, like
Can't
a
be
death,
for Mission Impossible movies.
a death like in Iron Man. Recently, there's this huge controversy that they were gonna bring Iron Man back.
Bring the characters back,
but they're not. Kevin Feige announced that he wasn't. But the fact that so many people got angry that, hey, he's trying to be brought back to life, you know, proves this, that, you know, we want to see stakes, higher stakes, you know, evil should triumph over something because it is what you said, reflective of real life. Real life, yeah.
It's simple, bro.
Yeah. That was your answer. That was my answer. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you again, dude.
Please
you guys
follow,
have literally been amazing.
subscribe, you know, leave feedbacks.
You have anything to say? One more? I have one more thing to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, if you are listening, thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, put a lot of work into these, so we hope that some people enjoy it. And yeah, I hope you love them as much as we do, because I have a love time making them. So
great. Yeah.
That's just a little love letter.
Thank you guys.
To all the fans.
See ya.
Think of me at night.
Hey there. there, buddy.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, don't be like that. We had a good time, didn't we? All those laughs at you. Those were good times, weren't they?
I heard your younger sister's pregnant.
She is? Fuck you. Anyways, how long are they gonna keep us in this interview?
I don't know. This whole thing's been weird.
Yeah, this is like the perfect time for a big plot twist to happen. What do we got here?
Sergeant, one of these is in Texas, and we're going to arrest Texas.
Which one of you is Texas? You're under arrest.
That looks like Texas.
The big one?
The big one. Yeah.
That big one is Texas.
Whoa. Why are you arresting me? I'm not Texas. He is.
What? I'm not Texas. He is.
I want to speak to my attorney.
I want to speak to my attorney.
Are you just going to repeat everything I'm
Are
saying?
you going to repeat everything that I say?
This is going to be easy, okay? Check my ID. It's in my pocket.
Yeah. Do that. Go check it. Status report, Lieutenant.
According to this ID here, this man's Texas.
Book 'em, boys.
What the fuck? Let me see that. Yo, what the? You!
Huh? Me?
Yes, you.
Little old me? I couldn't.
I'll get you for this!
You should have brought my sister to this. That's where you lost. Hey, can you give me a ride home?
Huh?